Feeling pushed and pulled between your big content projects that you know are essential for your long-term success of your business and your ongoing content and social media posts that you also know are necessary for building your audience and visibility. Yup, you're in a content tug of war, and one that I've helped hundreds of business owners just like you prioritize their way through in my content coaching and strategy business. So in this video, I am breaking down the 5 content projects that are going to make you the most money, along with some extra tips about how to make getting them done easier, quicker, and even more profitable. I work with a lot of business owners and helping them start and, more importantly, finish big content projects. I actually call myself a content coach-sultant because, yes, I am here to coach you through making decisions that are right for your business and overcome internal and external obstacles, stopping you from making progress. But I'm also here and going to pull on my years of experience working behind the scenes of many of the biggest online businesses out there and use that experience to give you tailored advice, strategies, and resources. So with that being said, what projects are quote unquote worth it? Well, here are the 5 content projects that are going to make you the most money and the order that I typically recommend most business owners tackle them in too. First, though, what are content projects? Just to make sure we're on the same page, a content project to me is any business project that requires you to create and roll out a lot of content, whether that is creating a new info product, running a launch, creating a challenge, putting together an affiliate program, creating a new website. All of these are examples of projects that have a high content demand. And these projects often compete with your ongoing content calendar. So if you find yourself in a push-pull relationship with content projects versus ongoing content, hit like on this video and let me know. The thing with content projects is that you can become so creatively tapped out just getting your content out each week or each day that these projects tend to go on the back burner, or you're so focused on these big content projects that you ghost your audience and have trouble getting consistent with your ongoing content. My biggest skill is helping you balance both. In fact, if you want my free content project planner, grab the link in the description because a content project isn't a regular project. It's a cool project. Sorry to anyone who isn't an OG Mean Girls fan. And the content projects require a different approach to managing and tackling them than regular projects do. So with that, let's start chatting about the 5 content projects that are going to make you the most money. The first content project is a paid offer. Most people wouldn't necessarily think of a paid offer as a content project, but even if it isn't an information-based product like a course or a digital product, there is still a lot of content that has to be prepped in order to get it ready to launch. Things like your offer messaging, check out my video on offer dockets here, your sales page, your sales emails, your social media posts to promote that offer, your delivery emails and purchase touch points. And if it is an information product, well, times the content that you need by 10 or more because you'll have all the modules and lessons and workbooks and all of those different things. So carving out the time to create a new offer while also doing your regular ongoing content can feel like an impossible task, but it is doable and it is worthwhile because all the projects on this list, without this one, you're going to struggle to make a dime. And even if you are reliant on brand deals and affiliate income, taking the time to create your own product will help diversify and safeguard your income. So in my books, this is one of the first content projects for any online business owner to tackle. The second project that I would tackle, and this isn't across the board for every single business owner, as some models are different, but for the most part, I think most business owners should have some kind of signature launch or promotion that they can pull out, update, and run a few times a year. A big misconception that I think people know is a misconception but fall into the trap of believing when it comes to their own businesses is that you don't need to create a launch from scratch every single time you're running one. You can use the same launch content, same emails, and just make a few small tweaks or additions each time you run it. In terms of the content deliverables for a signature launch, these would be things like your sales event, like a webinar, a challenge, a video series, your sales event sign-up process, your sales event invitation emails and social media posts driving people to sign up for the sales event, your purchase system and offer sales page, your sales emails, your pre-launch content and interest list freebie. My biggest piece of advice for this particular content project is to take an iterative approach. The first time you create and run this launch should be the biggest lift in terms of effort, but what is the MVP, the minimum viable product or version of that launch? Maybe round one of the launch is just a flash sale with the purchase flow and sales email. In round two, maybe you add in the interest list or the sales event and promotion. Round three could really focus on that interest list. And each round you add 1 to 3 things and tweak things that didn't work so well last time. Another big piece of this is to make sure you do a post-mortem review after each launch so you have the answers to what worked and what didn't. The third project is one that I know very, very well and have had firsthand seen the power of in thousands of business owners at this point through my agency and funnel course, and that is an evergreen sales funnel. The best thing about having a funnel in place before you go hardcore into publishing content is that it gives a purpose to that content. Think about it this way. You're sharing content to the right people who are seeing it, but once they go to your profile and once they go to your website, there's nothing that leads them onto your email list or leads them to your offer. So as the world turns and the algorithm changes inevitably, they see your stuff less and less on social media. And because you have no other way of getting in touch with this perfect lead, they're gone, right? The opportunity is missed. Your evergreen funnel prevents that from happening and does 80 to 100% of the selling for you. The only reason I place it after a signature launch is that you learn so much about your messaging and positioning through a launch that it's invaluable information to have when you're setting up something like an evergreen funnel. In fact, my tip here is to live build your evergreen funnel and run it as a launch before you take all that content and turn it evergreen and automate it. The fourth project is more of a systems project, but it's going to make a big difference in your ability to publish content consistently and see the growth that comes from sustained content momentum. I break the content systems project, these are your content systems deliverables, into the 4 Ps, including your content planning systems, your content production systems, your content publishing systems, and your content promotion systems. This content project, your content workflows, is going to pay off both in terms of money ROI and time ROI. It'll let you delegate pieces of your process when you're ready and the things that you don't like necessarily and batch like tasks together. If it takes less time, you're much more likely to create that content and do it consistently. The final project in my top 5 profitable content projects list is to create a lead generation funnel. I distinguish between a lead gen funnel from a standard evergreen funnel by the purposes each one has. The main goal and purpose of your evergreen funnel is to nurture, validate, and convert leads, whereas the lead gen funnel is to build your email list full of potential customers, ideally for free, right? We don't want to spend a whole lot of money doing that. Your lead gen funnel deliverables include things like the free offer, the thank you page offer, the upsell, the order bump, the ad creative and campaign, and other optimizers like an abandoned cart sequence and a hot lead system. Having a way to grow your email list will absolutely pay off, especially if you can use those smaller intro offers to offset the cost of attracting those leads and have your evergreen sales funnel and your signature launch take care of the rest for selling those main offers in your business while reserving all of the sales from those two as straight profit. So let me know in the comments which of these content projects is next on your list. And if you want to grab my content project planning template, you'll find the link in the description. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe to know when my next video goes live. And until next time, happy content empire building.